Okay, we're live. So, Janae here. Now, I do not know. Let me make sure I'm not. I'm gonna turn the mic off of one of the. There we go. Okay, I think we're good. Okay. All right, let me switch this to there. There we go. Okay. All right. That mic is muted. Let me know if you can hear me. All right. Okay. Hopefully everything's working good. All right. Okay, so I haven't decided exactly what I'm doing. So I pulled out some India ink and what did I do with the pen? Oh, knock things over here. Oh, let's use this one. Okay. So I've got like a calligraphy pen here, a fine tip. Let's see here. Get that in there. Looks like there's more in there than there actually is. So what I'm going to do here, I am just going to kind of, actually I'm going to use my left hand. And just make some marks. Oops, kind of hard when you're using a calligraphy pen. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to use this hand only because I'm going to use it here just so I can kind of have a little bit more of a grip on this. This pen does not want to write. That's why I was looking for my other one, and I had it a minute ago. Oh, there it is. It's on the floor. That's where it is. Okay. Well, just stick that in there. Okay, let's get this one. I think this one works better. Okay. There we go. So I am going to just kind of push harder and then kind of let it. Kind of letting it do whatever it wants to do here. Not really having much of a control. Not much of a control. Okay. Just kind of rolling it, getting a different. Okay. That's good. Rinse that off. Close that up. And I'm going to dry that a little bit. Now, that one's still a little wet. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to take actually some gesso, a little bit of gesso, and a brush. Hello. Okay, so this is how it works on when I'm using StreamYard, so you're familiar, because it just comes up Facebook user unless you give it permission. So if you look at the top of this video, it will have what it actually the description, and then under it there's a little blurb about please allow StreamYard to blah blah blah. So all it's doing is it's allowing StreamYard to see your name just like you would on Facebook. Okay, so and you just click that little link and put in your name, so that way I can like see who it is I'm talking to. Otherwise, it just says Facebook user, and that doesn't really tell me much. It's perfectly safe. It's just because it's a different app going through Facebook, so it makes you want to makes you have to like allow it to do that. And once you do it once, then anyone who does StreamYard and stuff will allow you to That way you can kind of see. I think I'm going to put a couple like dots. I kind of like that. Yeah. Let's put a few dots. There we go. And let's put, I don't know, maybe I'm going to take a brush. Maybe make some. I'm just kind of twisting it, just letting it kind of do whatever it wants to do. Just so I have like some thick and thin lines. Hi, Carolyn. How are you doing this evening? Okay. Oh, there's a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to take some gesso and where do I want to do it at? I kind of like that line. I think over here. Ooh, need some more gesso. Let's get some more gesso. There we go. So it's really dark. Really, really, really dark. And I know I'm really tempted to stick my fingers in there, but I did that with, where did my gloves go? I have some over here. I have some. Oh, please tell me I do. No, I don't. Okay. Well, looks like that might be just my fingers. Anyways, the other night when I was doing stuff, and when I was doing the book pages, and I was adding, I pulled out these distress inks that I bought like a gazillion years ago, and then I never used them. I didn't realize those things stain your hands. I washed my hands. I can't even tell you how many times I washed my hands, and it took like 3 days before. Like I think it's finally worn off. Like today. And when was that? Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday. Wednesday I did it? Maybe it was Thursday. I don't know. I'm losing track. I think I'm just gonna I don't like the brushy, the way the brush looks, so I'm just gonna kind of bring that down a little bit. And kind of work that in a little bit. I don't know, me and my fingers, I just kind of like it better than like the way a brush stroke looks. Okay, so let me grab some towels here. All right, now I pulled out 3 colors. All right, which are really unusual colors for me. I brought in an orange. I got green, love the green, always use green. Actually, I didn't want green gold, I wanted sap green, so I'm gonna grab sap green. Pyro orange and quinacridone magenta. Grab my sap green. Here we go. Okay. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do here. So I'm thinking of using, oops, I'll clog that. A little bit of that. And brushes over here where I can reach them. All right, let's see here. Round brush. There we go. And I think maybe I'm going to get some glazing. It's acrylic glazing. And what this will do, it'll make the paint more transparent, kind of like a watercolor would. And I'm going to start. That little drop is still wet, so I want to wait till that kind of dries. And I think we'll just kind of put that in. here. So I'm just working kind of abstract tonight. I haven't worked abstract in a while. So I just started with the ink lines, and then, oh, well, thank you, Facebook user. I'm not sure if it's still Caroline on there. That's all it says. So maybe in the future you can grant StreamYard permission to, yeah, it doesn't do anything. I went before I started using StreamYard. I had to do that to view some stuff of some people's, and it's no biggie. Having them, I'm going to put this over here. I'm doing that. Okay. So, I don't have the thing in front of me, but anyways, I'm preparing to set up this app thing called Remind. It's actually teachers use it. I'm a teacher, so, but I'm not using it for school. I'm using it for my business. Anyhow, it's called Remind. Yes, it's a teacher thing. It's a what it does is when I go live. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'll let you know. I'll get the information of it. Anyways, the whole thing with it is that when I go live, like if you text this number and text this whatever, then I can give you reminders to, like when I go live, I can send out a text real quick and say, I'm going live, because I know, like, I had a friend that wanted to watch me go live last night or the other night, and she's like, oh, I got cooking dinner, and then we're doing this and that, and I totally forgot, and I was so mad, and I missed it. So the Remind app will give you a little alert and let you know when I go live. So if you're interested, let me know, and I will get you that information. Okay. I forgot what you said to do to streamline. Okay. Okay. So if you want, I'm not sure, for StreamYard. Okay. So at the very top of this video, it will say, it has the description, and then StreamYard says, please allow StreamYard to blah, 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 blah. And there's a little link right there. And if you click that link, it will, and you just follow the prompts, and then all it does is it just allows StreamYard to, so I can see your name. That's the only thing it does. It just allows me to see who it is I'm talking to, because I like to know who I'm talking to, instead of it's coming up Facebook user. Because when you're in a live, like in Facebook, usually, like if you just go live straight on their platform, it I can't think of being at the same time. So it just, well, Facebook, it shows the people on there, right? Okay, so I think I might mix some of that, so it's not quite so bright. So all it is, it's just because it's using a third-party app. And the reason I use StreamYard is so you can see my table right here. Okay, it's so you can see this horizontally. And darn it, let me see here. I'm going to mess things up. I'm going to turn, can I turn the camera? I'm going to try and turn it real quick, because you're seeing it, well, you're seeing it upside down. But do you want me to try and turn the camera around? I could probably try and turn it around. I had it, and then I moved to a different stand. Yeah. Oops, I am tangled in my plant. Whoops. Okay, there we go. Okay. Now you can see the table the right way. Okay. So anyways, like I was saying, the reason why I use StreamYard is so you can see the table, and then I can see you, and I can see comments, because I tried doing it like on Facebook, just like the regular way, normal way. Well, I was sideways and all kinds. It's a hot mess. Okay, this isn't working very well for me. Oh, I kind of like this mixed together, where it's like kind of like this like brownie golden kind of color. Let's see. Let's get some magenta going on here. Let's do some magenta. Whoop, got the brush rolling around in it. Let's see here. Where else should we put some magenta? I think this spot. I think that spot needs magenta. Let's add a little bit of acrylic glazing, and that will thin it down. Okay, there we go. So if you notice what I'm doing, okay, so I picked three colors. And I started just making these random marks with ink, okay? And I'm kind of using those lines, how it's overlapping and how it's making these kind of little sections. I'm kind of using that as kind of a guide. All right, sort of, kind of. Let's see here. Let me rinse that. Get some fresh orange here. It's not mixed with green. I think I'm going to take some of the orange and maybe a little bit of magenta. Let's see what we get here. Ooh, that's pretty. Ooh, that's a pretty color, isn't it? All right, let's see here. Ooh, I kind of like that. Oh, that's pretty. I'm really kind of liking that, actually. I really like that. Let's see here. And maybe we'll put some over here. And then maybe some that's not quite as transparent. Kind of blend that out. Okay. Now that looks kind of like a mess over there, so let's work on that. Let's put, oh yeah, I actually kind of like that really bright orange right there. That's pretty. What do you think? I kind of like that. Yes, I can see your name now, Carolyn. Yes. So now what it looks like to me is it actually just looks like it normally would on Facebook. So when you let the permission, then I can actually see like who it is, and it looks just like it does on Facebook. It's just because it's like a third party app. Let's see here. Okay, that's really bright. I don't know. What do you think? A little too bright? It might be a little too bright. I'm going to put a little tiny bit right there. Not quite so much. Let that kind of blend in right there. I don't know. That's pretty darn bright. You like it? Okay. So, let's see here. Let's add some more of this green. The green and the orange remind me of the 70s when I grew up. And it's so funny. So I'll tell you a story. So we lived in Rochester, New York, and we got our first house, okay? Um, my mom's first house that she bought. And I think I was 9 years old. And it was in the 70s. So, no, it was in the 60s. It was 1969. 1969. Okay. So here we go. 1969. And back then, I don't know how old you are, Carolyn, but back then, the so the colors orange and green were really popular. Olive green and orange. And my bedroom, and even had this built-in dresser thing, and it was kind of cool, but it was like this light orange. And as a young girl, I was not into orange. and And my mom, instead of painting the walls, she didn't think about that. Instead of painting the walls, she ended up making a rug. She made a rug. She took, back in those days, like you could get sample remnants for like dirt cheap, like $1 a piece or something cheap, 50 cents or something. You know, now they charge you an arm and a leg for those things. But so she got all these remnants of green and yellow and orange, and, and she cut them like with one of those box cutter knives, and she would cut them, and she actually made this diamond pattern, this whole to do. I mean, like it took forever, and she did it all around the wall. And I asked her when I grew up, I'm like, Mom, why didn't you just paint my room? I mean, the walls were I mean, orange was really ugly. She said, I never thought of it back then. I'm like, oh, okay. I was wondering why I had to have an orange bedroom. Oh, goodness. I kind of liking these colors. This is, different. Um, I like the pink with it. I think I need more green. I need more green. What do you think? More green? Bright purple wall, purple flower wallpaper, and bright green rug. Oh, wow. But as a girl, I bet you might have liked that, right? Let's see here. I don't know. Orange as a young girl is just not like a color. Usually girls are like, ooh, yeah, let me have orange. And I teach kids during the school year. I think I've had one kid like ever. Orange was their favorite color. Usually it's pink, purple for girls. Boys, it's usually blue, greens, reds. Okay. I don't know. I think the green, I think maybe we need to put some green kind of coming down here. What do you think? Yep, flower power. Yep. Flower power was right. I can remember um, the big, the flowers that was real popular in the late 60s and the 70s. Um, oh, and they'd have them on the VW. The VW, remember the VW bus vans? I always wanted one of those when I was a girl. When I was young, I wish I would have got one. Boy, you can't get them anymore. You think VW would make them again? I tell you what, they'd probably sell like hotcakes, just like the Bug. They finally brought back the Bug, and it did really well. I think they should bring back the van. I really want to get a VW camper van to go camping. I think it would be so much fun. One of those old VW buses. You have two? You have two camper buses, VW buses? Or do you have or do you have two Volkswagen, the Bugs? Two VWs? Ah. What do you have? Do you have the Bug or do you have one of the old vans? Oh, I'm going to be so jealous if you have an old van. I love those. You got the camper vans? Oh, get out of town. Oh, girl, you're so lucky to have a camper van. They're mostly out in California. Where are you from? Are you from around Cincinnati or are you out west or where are you from? The big red van. Oh, I kind of like that. This is fun. PA. Oh, I was born in Pennsylvania. Williamsport. What part of PA are you in, Carolyn? My dad lives there, and some of my relatives lives in Pennsylvania still. Okay, maybe I don't know. I think I'm gonna leave that white. I think I'm just gonna bring in a little more punchy orange right there. Maybe right there. Hmm. sure what I'm going to do here. I have no idea. I don't know. Let's see here. Let's see if we add a little gesso and maybe do something lighter. Oh, I kind of like that color. Isn't that pretty? That peach. Oh, I think I like that. That's kind of pretty. Okay, now we need more peach, don't we? Monaco. Oh, Montgomeryville. Okay, Montgomeryville. I don't know. I'll have to look that up. Um, my dad lives in Montoursville, which is outside of Williamsport. Where's Montgomeryville? Is that near like, Philly or any of the major cities? Or let's see here. I need some of this somewhere else. Where else am I going to put it? Maybe right in here. Let's see here. Oh, I kind of like that kind of coming across the top. That's pretty. Okay, now I need to do some more. Let's see here. Let's straighten that up. Get a little more gesso. Oh, this is kind of fun. I haven't played with some abstract work in a while. I'm glad I pulled out this. Near Broad Street. Filling near Broad Street. Okay. Have you always lived there? Is that or did you move there when you got older? We lived in Williamsport, and then my mom remarried, and then we moved upstate New York in Rochester when I was 9, and then we moved to Indiana. Need some more. I don't know, maybe I should bring that kind of around here too. Then we moved to Indiana and went to college up in Ball State, and then I came here after school. I've been here pretty much for the most part since. I just love Cincinnati. Okay. Let me see here. Okay. I think I need maybe. I think this needs a stronger green. What do you think? I think we need to punch that green up a little bit. Yeah, I'm kind of liking the stronger green. A little stronger. Right there. And let's see here. I live in Cincinnati, Ohio. And I tell you what, it's a great town. And that's why I ended up staying here. I raised my daughter here. And I moved around when I was older. I was here for a while, and then I went to DC for like a year, and then I came back, and then I went to, where else did I go? I went to North Carolina for a year. I went to Vegas for a year, and I just always end up coming back here. I always gravitated back here, and I really love this town. It's great for the arts. Oh my gosh. We have the Cincinnati Symphony. Oh my gosh, fabulous! It is absolutely fabulous. And then we have like the Aronoff Center that has plays. We have the Playhouse in the Park. We have there's these old warehouses. One's called Pendleton, where artists have art studios at, and then they open it up once. It's called Final Friday, so it's like the last Friday of the month. They open it up to the public, where you can go and go look at all the artists' work and talk to them and stuff like that, which is really cool. And then there's another one called Essex Studio. That'd be awesome. Yeah, the music center. It is. It is. And then the Cincinnati Symphony was wonderful. When my daughter was a young girl, when she was home, she's in the military now. When she was home, um, growing up, I took her to. That was our thing. Every Christmas, we went to the music hall. Gorgeous. Oh my God. This beautiful old building with these chandeliers. And I mean, it's one of those old theaters. And the symphony, we'd either see the symphony or the ballet, the Nutcracker. And she loved it. And I have not been able to bring myself to go since she left. And I should do that. I should go because it's been, oh geez, when she moved. 2012, when she graduated high school, she just joined the military. And so, 2012, geez, that's been really long. Yeah, I need to go to the symphony, don't I? Yep, I sure do. My dad just just sealed the deal. I need to do that. I need to go. I need to go to the symphony. Let's see here. I think maybe a little tiny. See a little spot? I'm thinking maybe bring a little bit of that magenta in there. What do you think? Maybe that spot or that spot. Let's see here. I think this one right here. Put a little bit right there. Yeah. Oh, I like that. That little bit of pink right there. Yes, I know. And I'm telling you what, the Cincinnati Symphony is fabulous. Just, I love it. Love it, love it. I think I will do that. I think I will take myself to the symphony this year. I had gotten tickets a while back, and my husband, I tried dragging him. I tried and I tried and I tried, and he just did not. He didn't want anything to do with it. But now that he's gone, I lost him last year in a motorcycle accident, and now that he's gone, it's just me. I can. I should go ahead and take myself to the symphony. You only live once, right? He really didn't know what he was missing. No context. He was a truck driver and loved his Harley and stuff. So he wasn't a symphony kind of guy. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, it was, it was tragic. Yeah, it's been almost a year. Hasn't quite been a year. It'll be a year here at the end of August when I lost him. But a lot of good memories. Okay, kind of like that. That's pretty. Now, I need to do a little something here. I don't know what. I'm thinking maybe collage or something. So I think at this point, yeah, it is hard when something like that happens, when it's so unexpectedly, you know, you get a call going, oh, your husband's was killed. Kind of sucks. But, yeah, anyways, let's not think about that. Okay, so I am thinking, well, like this little bit of bright orange right there. That's kind of fun. An unexpected little thing right there. And I don't know. Okay, so what do you think? All right, see this spot right here? It's kind of like this little spot. And I'm thinking, should I put the bright orange or the bright magenta? What do you think? in this little spot right there. Okay, you decide. I'm going to let you decide, Carolyn. Oh, hi, Janice. Oh, thank you. So, all right, girls, which one do you think we should put here? Okay, should we put like this bright orange right here, or should we put the bright magenta right here? What do you think? Oh boy, pressure, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Bright orange or magenta? I don't know what to do. I don't know. Loving the magenta. Okay. I think because we got the bright orange right there, I think magenta is the ticket. That's what I was kind of thinking. So we say magenta. Okay, so we're gonna put some magenta right there. Kind of fill in that little spot where the black ink landed. Okay. Now it kind of looks like a little flower or something popping up there with the little stem, doesn't it? Well, that's a thought. I know what I need to do. I'm thinking some mark making. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, so let's take. Thinking. How to. Make some little patterns. And I'll tell you something that when you're doing art, patterns, there's something that's very soothing and meditative about creating a pattern. It's completely different than the rest, but I'm just playing. I can always cover it up if I don't like it. Y'all like it? Okay. Okay, so what kind of book am I painting in, and is that acrylic paint? Yes. Okay, so this is what I'm using here. I'm using 3 colors. I'm using, this is acrylic. It's called fluid acrylic because it's liquid, and I love the golden. And even though, okay, they are a little more expensive, okay, but these things last like forever. I mean, forever and ever and ever. You can buy little ones too, and even they'll last you for a while. So this stuff stretches. And you notice I just put little dabs on here. I mean, I don't put a lot. So sap green, pyro orange, and quinacridone magenta. I love quinacridone magenta. It's so pretty. Quinacridone magenta and quinacridone gold. That's another color. Quinacridones are just like there's something about those quinacridones. They're so pretty. Okay, so and then what I started with, Janice, we started with. Okay, let me go back up. This is a delusions journal. Okay, delusions journal, and they got like a little pocket. I never used the pocket, but neither here nor there. And then this is I already pre-gessoed it. The pages look like this, and they're fairly heavy pages. Which is good to get started with. And then, so I already had it pre-gessoed. And then what we started with was using like a calligraphy pen and some India ink. And I just like randomly just kind of went like this and, just kind of made some marks. And then I took a round brush, a longer round brush, and dipped it in the ink to get some thicker lines also. And then from there, I added some gesso. So like a lot of times I'll use the gesso and then I mixed with it, and that's how I got the gray. And then what I was doing here is like, this is what I use. I use the liner for the ink because that's what I thought. Because the liner, I'll tell you the difference between a round brush and a liner. Okay, so this is a round brush. Let me see if you can see that. Okay, so it's thicker and it's a little shorter. The liner is real thin, and then the bristles are long, and that allows you to really pull these long, skinny lines. Okay, so that's what a liner will do. I'm not sure if I like those spots. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. And then what I did also was take this right here is a mixture of orange and gesso. So a lot of times, like I will use, see all I did, I put it like a couple dots. That's all I did, a couple dots of that. And I mixed it with the gesso, and that's what got me that really pretty salmon color. Isn't that pretty? I love that salmon color. It's really gorgeous. I think maybe put some right in here too. Let's put some of that salmon right in there. Take some on here. And then I'm also using, Janice, I'm using acrylic liquid glazing. And what that does, it makes your paint even more translucent. So I'm just putting some of that on my brush now, and I'm going to rinse it off. I'm going to kind of, and here I go with my fingers again. Looks like that ink wasn't all the way dry. Huh. Okay. Let's take that. Kind of come up. I think I'm going to put a little bit of liquid the glazing. It's not in the glazing. Yeah. Okay, my fingers are really dirty, so it's messing it all up. Let me get it away from I use my fingers a lot. Okay, let me get some of that off. Okay, now clean my fingers so when I use them, I don't have other colors popping on my page. All right, let's take, what did I do here? Get some of that acrylic glazing. Okay, there we go. All right. There, now my finger's a little cleaner. Works a little bit better. All right. Maybe put some of that over there. I don't know. You like the spots? Oh, good. Okay. I think we probably are going to need to put some more patterns somewhere. Haven't figured that out yet. Kind of a process. I like that. Let's see here. Just kind of have that. Kind of knock it back a little bit. Let's see. Maybe. Brush. Oh, there's the liner. Okay. Thinking maybe do. I think maybe I'll start right here. Stick on my glasses, can't see. Okay, there we go. There. All right, I don't know. I think I need some of, I don't know, can you see that very good? I'll bring it up a little closer. Oops, let's see here. This way. Okay. So I have a little bit of orange dots right there. I'm thinking find something. Yeah, that's the right one. Okay. This is called, I don't know, has anyone used these? These are Neocolor 2s. Neocolor 2 is a water soluble crayon. Yeah. And they're really super cool. So let's see here. I think what I'm going to do is make, I'm going to make some like little X's. Now, let's see here. Where is, I'll just use the glazing. I think that'll work okay. All right, so what happens is you can use, I'm going to use a different brush, a matte medium, which is really what I should be using. Let me use matte medium. Pour a little bit of matte medium in a dish. And what this does, it will, and you can use water, but the matte medium is going to seal it at the same time, so it doesn't go anywhere. So like I can come in here and if I don't want it to move, I can just tap it and I'll just do a little bit of bleeding like that. And let's see here. And let's say I put a little bit in here. I'll just scribble a little bit in there. And then get a little bit of matte medium. You see? And it just moves around. Isn't that cool? I love that. I think they're really fun to play around with. Yeah, they're really fun. They're really fun, Carolyn. Now, I do want to mention that, I'm not sure I like the X's. I do want to mention, though, that there are Neocolor 1s and there are Neocolor 2s, okay? So this is a Neocolor 1, okay? And here's a Neocolor 2. So I can take the matte medium on the 2 and you see it liquefies. If I do the 1, it's not going to go anywhere. It's going to stay. So depending on, if you don't want it to move, then you want to use a 1. But if you do, you want to use a 2. So that's that. Okay. Hold on, now I got to remember which one I had here. That's the one. Let me put that back. Okay. So I think what I might do is actually take, let's see here. Let's see here. If I put a little bit of this green, let's just see what happens. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to like it. And there. I don't know. That didn't do much. Never mind. I never know what I'm going to do. Okay. I think what I am going to do at this point, yes, they're like watercolor pencils, but to me they're better than watercolor pencils, honestly. There's another kind of pencil called Ink Tints. Made by Derwent Ink Tints, and these are really cool too. Now these are water soluble. And one of my favorite materials are water soluble materials because like you can draw with them and then you can wet them and they're water soluble. So let me just go in over top of this because I don't think I like that. So I'm going to go in over top of that and then, oh, there it is. Okay. Okay. You want to get some too? They are really cool. I love nail colors. Um, so I think let's see here. I think that's pretty much dry. Is that dry the magenta? Oh, I got a little bit. Let's put a couple splatters. Oh yeah, I like that. When in doubt, splatter. Okay. Let's maybe get some orange. Let's do some orange splatters. I got some orange left over here. Let's put some orange splatters. Oh, let's put some more splatters down here. Oh yeah, I like that. Hold on. I need to get that a little bit more liquefied. There. There we go. Now, whoops, that was a big one. Let's get you fixed. There we go. Okay. I don't want to splatter a whole lot. Ugh. Come on. Let's wet that a little more. I'm trying to get it to splatter. Orange does not want to splatter very well. There we go. I got a few splatters. I think I got more on my table than I got on my book, but okay. I am gonna let this dry, and then I will come back to it tomorrow and kind of just take another look and um, see what I could add to it. So yeah, that's what I think I will do. I will because I'm not sure. I haven't decided what I want to do. I may look for some kind of like a collage piece or something like that to where it's like a focal point or something. I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. So um, I'll give you a little tip. When you're working on something and you're just not sure where to go next, take a picture of it with your phone or whatever, and then go back, like go have a cup of coffee or come back to it the next day and then look at it. Look at it on your phone, on your camera or whatever, and then sometimes you will see things by looking at it from a different perspective, even though it's the same piece of artwork. Um, you'll just see something like, oh, that's what that needs, or oh, that's not working, you know. So, yeah, that helps tremendously. Like I do that. So I'll do that to this tonight. I'll take a picture of it, and when I get up, I'll look at it again and think about it, and I'll probably meander around the studio and look at all my drawers and see what kind of stuff I have and what I might add to it. I don't know. I'm not quite sure yet. Needs a little something, some kind of like a focal point, maybe. I don't know. I haven't decided. So that's that for tonight. So I'm glad you enjoyed it, Carolyn. And you guys have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Okay? Alrighty. Well, have a good evening, and I will talk to you later. Again, I'm going to be doing Monday at 8 o'clock and Wednesday at 8 o'clock um, is scheduled, and I'm really trying to do a whole lot more lives. And then, like, randomly, I'll do some lives like I did on my main page. I went live earlier this evening showing how I arrange my flowers. I got like this big, get a big bouquet of flowers at Finley Market downtown. And then I get these, my vases, I get frog pins and I put in the bottom of them. I epoxy them on the bottom, and then I can take one one bouquet of flowers and I get like 3 to 4 bouquets, little arrangements I can put around my whole house. So, yes, it's Eastern time. So, all my things are Eastern time. Since I'm in Ohio, everything is Eastern time. So, I already have them scheduled. And if you look on my page, it's the main page. They're on there. And I don't know if they pop up the scheduled ones in here. I'm trying to figure out all this. There is so much technology to do trying to make all these things work the right way and to, you know, schedule things and all this. I'm learning a lot of new stuff. So, anyways, I'm really liking this page. It's completely different from like a lot of other stuff I do, um, like this. I don't know if you guys are familiar, but I have a free class. If you go to my website, JanaeRossman.com, I have a free mixed media class. Um, it's right at the top of the page. It says mixed media, a free gift to you, mixed media 5-day mini workshop or something like that. Anyways, but I show you how I created this in that workshop. Um, and this, I did this one in that workshop. I did this one in that workshop. I think I did part of that in the workshop. I don't know. That one's not my favorite page, but yeah, that's what happens. Anyways, so, but you can tell I like birds. Bird. There's birds everywhere. That's got a butterfly. I was trying to refrain myself from not putting a bird there. I like this a whole lot. I think I'm gonna have to do some more abstracts. What do you think? Yes, so that workshop, it's 5 days. Like the number, day one. So when you sign up in your email, you should get pretty much right away. Is day one, and that's about the tools and mark making. And then day two is um, acrylics and acrylic mediums, because it's like, there's that acrylic medium, there's this acrylic medium, there's matte medium, there's fluid matte medium, there's gel matte medium, there's all kinds of, there's so many kinds, and there's acrylic inks, there's so many kinds of acrylic things. It makes your head spin. And then there's a day of collage, and then there's another class is on drawing materials, and the last one is inks and watercolor. So I think you enjoy it. It is like loaded with lots of information in there, and it gives you a good base of all the stuff, the kind of stuff that I use, and a lot of the different kinds of supplies and what they do, and all that kind of stuff. Like I talk about what the neocolors do, and a stabilo wall. Oh, I love the stabilo wall. This is really cool. Here, let me put some stabilo wall on here. Let's do this. So I'm going to do this with the stabilo wall. I'm going to put a little bit right there, and let's grab my brush. I got a little bit of wet right here. Look at that. Look how dark stabilo is. Really dark and rich. Ah, I love this. It's a pencil, and it's water soluble. And so you can I love this. And they have a few different colors. They have graphite. They have blue and brown. They're my favorites. My two favorites are the black and the blue one. Um, I use the black like all the time. So, anyways, you'll learn all kinds of stuff on there. So have fun with that. Okay. All right. So I'm going to get off of here and clean this up and take a picture so I can think about what I'm going to do tomorrow on it. Okay. Alrighty, you guys have a good weekend, Carolyn and Janice, and I will see you next time. Bye.